share with you guys the hydrotherapy that I do with my kids when they're not feeling well. They have colds, they have flus, they have a high temperature, or something's going around, and I just want to help build up their immune system. So I do this hydrotherapy hot and cold treatment for them, and it's super simple, but it really helps. So how it works is the hot water will bring the blood to the surface of the skin, and then when we do the cold, it helps to push the blood away. So then it actually goes back to the heart, and it helps with inflammation, and it just helps to build up their immune system, and it really works. My son just had a cold, and usually he'll have symptoms for about 5 days or so if I'm not really doing anything to help him. So I did this hot and cold treatment with him morning and night, and then he only had symptoms for 2 days. So for his cold, he only had it 2 days. Third day he woke up and he was fine. He has no symptoms. So for me, I've noticed that it really does help to cut down the days that they're sick, and it's easy to do. So let me show you. Okay, so you want to do hot and cold because it gets the blood flowing and circulating a lot better. So I have him in the bathtub, and then this washcloth, and it doesn't have to be ice water. I probably shouldn't be using as much ice, but you take your towel and you just dip it in the cool, cold water. And let's see if they'll let me do this. So the towel, you rinse it out, you wring it out because you don't want it to be too wet. You're just gonna do some friction on the baby. Okay. Now I'll get his chest. I actually do both at the same time, but recording is a little harder. Good job, Betty. Good job, bud. Yeah. You want to get the chest and the back. It's just hard because I'm recording. Oh, good job. Good job. Here, let Mama. You want to help Mama? Help Mama? Okay, we're doing hot again. Or warm water for him. Back and forth on their chest and their back. Sorry, I'm not trying to show anything. Yeah, you say hi. Say hi. I was trying to do your treatment, baby. Okay, so now I take my towel, it's cold, and just kind of surprise him on the back. You can kind of let it sit there, but you want to do a little friction. I know, baby. And if you can get the chest, that's good, but I've got one arm, so it makes it a bit more difficult, but I've been doing back and forth on the chest and the back. And the towel will start to warm up because it's warming from their body, which is good, but it's pushing that blood away from there as well. Okay, there you go. See, that was just quick, huh? That was really quick. So you only do it for about 30 seconds, and you want to do a little more friction, but because I'm holding the camera, oh, more kisses. Since I'm holding the camera, it's a bit more difficult, but that's the gist of it, and I'll go back and forth about 3 times. Okay, so I've got water on me. I've done the hot and cold twice, or the hot 3 times and the cold twice. So I'm gonna do the cold one more time, and you wanna make sure that you end on cold because it kind of leaves their body a little bit chilled, and then it makes the body work even harder to warm it back up, which is what you want to help build the immune system, whether they're sick or even before they get sick, just to help keep the immune system strong. So I'm going to go ahead and end on cold. So it's a good idea. I'm going to empty out the tub with water and then just do the cold once more. And not for very long, maybe 15 seconds just to end on cold. So I'm gonna empty out the water and then finish with cold for my little boy. So I'm gonna pour the cold water into the bathtub as it's draining, just to kind of cool it down even more. He's still in here, sitting here playing. Just to cool down the water. It doesn't really even cool it down because there was so much, plenty of water. And he's gonna, let's let it drain, bud. Keeps putting the plug back in because he's like, I like my bath. What are you doing? What are you doing, sweet boy? And kisses? Okay, so since the water is mostly out and I have my cold cloth here, I'm just going to lay it on his back and do a little friction. Yeah. baby. I know, you're doing so good. And then we'll do the chest. Oh, you're so strong, baby. You're so strong. Yeah. You just kind of want to pat them dry. You don't really want to use friction right now because you want the body to just warm itself up. So I'm just going to pat him dry and then get his pajamas on. And he's done his treatment. Huh? You going to read a book? You said bye-bye? Say bye. So this treatment can be used on kids of any age really, especially if they're not able to stand up in the shower. This is the perfect way to help build up their immune system because you're doing the hot and the cold, and it's really helping the blood to circulate and for them to get better faster. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll stand up in the shower with them and do hot and cold with them, holding them, which is really easy. I'll stand with them for 3 minutes, holding them the whole time, 3 minutes in warm water, and then I'll go to cold water for 30 seconds, and I'll switch back and forth about 3 to 5 times. And that also helps to build their immune system too. So I hope that you guys find this helpful and give it a try. Thanks.